Hi everybody, Nancy here. I'm going to talk about ZoomNotes versus any other note-taking planner app. First of all, it's a joke. Okay, there is no way that you can compare ZoomNotes to any other of the note-taking apps. And people keep trying to do it, and it's just not equal. And last year I went about this really isn't about all that. Last year, I went about trying to use different functions in Zoom Notes to see if I could make them do things that I wanted them to do. And just amazing stuff to me. Okay, as soon as Ed would come out with something, I would try to figure out how to make it work to my advantage. It's not about, I don't plan really. And I journal, I write so that I can remember next month when I pay this bill. I will do that, but I don't really plan ahead. So what I do is use all the tools of Zoom Notes, like the transparency and the pencils and the pens and the brushes and the color palettes, and that's my favorite stuffs. Okay, but so last year, as soon as Ed came out with the fill tool, being able to do images, I tried filling things up. And on the left, if you've been around for the last year and you were part of the Zoom Notes group, then you might have already seen this, but I'm just showing people that probably have never seen it. All right, top left corner, we've got a pattern that I picked up from somewhere. I put it inside the bucket. To do that, you go here and you change from color to image, and you can put any image that you've got on the pasteboard. So if I did this real quick, no, let me do a grab. Sorry, I grab that pattern and I do copy. That puts it on the pasteboard. I come to the fill tool, not the symbols, fill tool, and say I want to do the image, but I want to do it from the clipboard. And then I can readjust the size. And what I did here was just take that filling and tap on my name. And see, there it goes. Sorry, I am tapping. It's just taking a while for it to fill in. So anyway, that's how I did that. Then the one on the bottom, I did the same thing. What I'll do is I'll look at Pinterest or whatever, and I saw this picture of this 3D plastic looking text, and I wondered if I could do something like that in Corel. Not Corel, I'm sorry, in Zoom Notes, okay? And that's exactly what I did. I did a blended shape. I got the blending colors from probably from the table, or possibly from a blend from the shape. And then fill the bucket with that blend, and then tapped on each one of these letters, and then just drew a little white line on the top of each letter, like I was pretending that's where snow would stay. If you had snow and these letters outside, I put the little white, just a tad of white, where it would sit if it landed on the letters, and it made it look kind of plastic. And it looks like I probably have the letters probably started with gray. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the gray that's over here, that's what's behind the blue. It's just shifted just ever so slightly so that there's a shadow that appears. All right, I didn't take much time doing it. It probably could have been better if I'd done more. And then another one, I took a drawing, a picture, and like a coloring page, and filled my bucket with cross stitch, a cross stitch pattern. Let me show you. I've got that saved under my symbols. There was a game out that's what you did, was fill in the color squares on the game. Like, it was an app that's what all you did. So I decided I would try to use that in ZoomNotes. So for every color, like if I wanted to fill a leaf, I would choose the green color off of the palette and put that into the bucket and just tap on the space. Okay? You find another app that does that. I mean, come on. Okay, it's a game that does it, sure, but not just any picture you have. And you know, I can fill anything with cross stitch here. I can fill a letter. But let me see. This could take a while to, if I'm not careful, I'm going to show you too much. But if I go back to here and I do select that and tap over here so that I can, no, undo that. Well, y'all see what time it is anyway. Let's see. I don't tap it. Select it and tap it. No. Undo. Oh, it's because I've got it doing something. See the bottom, it says done. So I don't know why I had that selected, but okay. If I tap, it'll be green. So I'm going to grab that so that I can put it on the clipboard. Copy. Put it in the bucket. Do paste from the pasteboard. Reduce it in size. And I'm going to go real small because my text is not that big. And then if I just tap on the text, see? Now I'm cross-stitching these letters. You know, how cool is this? See why I laugh when people compare it to other software? All right, so that's what I did with this picture right here. And again, this is just me playing around, just seeing how can I use it, you know? Okay, so then, let's see, then he introduced a round table. Every one of these things I created using the round table. And all I had to do was change the color of the fill. And, I accidentally tapped. Oops. I still have the fill tool. So for like the gold ring, that's a round table with a great big opening. And let me see. I take that, let's pretend that's it, and I do a fill, and I do that blend, and I go to, and I did not plan to do this, so go to circular. So it's going to be different because I don't, and then just do the, now see it's all black, so I need to turn off the border, get rid of that black. Put 0 there. See, and because if I draw it now, I've got it filling it by columns instead of rows. So I would have to change that to get that good rounded gold look. And then again, you know, using it for regular calendar type things or selections, today's date and whatnot. But every single item on this thing I created, well, except for the backgrounds, you know, like the checkerboard. Well, that is a round table that every other alternate rows and columns were selected. One's black, one's white, and I just did the alternating thing. But all of the elements are the round table. So while round tables are cool, you can really play with them. And again, this is when he introduced color to to the tables. And this top left is just a blend of several colors that I had like a big white border, and the fill was a blend from a light color to a dark color, and just different ways of using it. Okay, find another package. You just can't. All right, let me go back up. All right, on this one, I started wanting to play with the pens. I saw somebody, I wanted to be able to take the pencil from Corel Draw. God, I keep saying Corel. Sorry, no. The pencil from ZoomNotes, and you can't do this in Corel even, okay? So let me just put that out there on the table. But there was a guy that was doing a tutorial on YouTube, and the left side is him using Prismacolor color palette. Okay, he was using pencils to create this bug on the left, and I was using ZoomNotes pencil that I used his colors, created a palette using the colors that he used for the bug. I used for my bug using ZoomNotes colored pencil. How cool is that? I mean, that looks like gold to me. And then the one on the bottom, a friend of mine watercolored a real watercolor on the right side, and I wanted to see if I could sort of kind of emulate it using the watercolor pen on ZoomNotes. And there was a whole lot. I mean, it wasn't just, oh, let me just slap it on and it'll look like that. It took a while because I had to change the opacity and change the width of the pen, and there's a lot of little details in that picture, but I did it with one or two of ZoomNotes pencils or pens. All right, now this right here on Pinterest, I saw an actual 3D tile that said home, and it looked like this. It had stones and whatnot. So I decided I would try to color and create the same exact look. And I think it looks pretty good. It looks kind of sort of like stones, but it's just me sitting there coloring. That's all I did was just sit there and color using one of the pen. I hate to say which one I used. I'm pretty sure it was the pencil, but I can't swear to it because it's been a while. But, it looks like I've got jade and pearls and whatever that red stone, what is that, coral maybe? So that's what I did with that. I go up a level, show you something else. Go up. Come on. No, I'm already there. I'm zoomed in, I guess. Yeah. All right. Now this one, I was determined that I would not do anything that was not produced in ZoomNotes. Every single thing. I made the coils, the paper background with the clocks. I made the original clock using ZoomNotes. Then I made a wallpaper using ZoomNotes. I used the, what is that thing that changes the size? Well, let me look at it. Let me see. Got to get the selection tool. The distort one. Let me try to select something. Distort selected. There you go. I used that to create the walls. And this was while I was sitting here by myself, myself, and I, right as soon as COVID started. And I was really, really trying to keep a good sense of humor. I drew the girl, I left her gray on purpose because, I mean, it's COVID, right? But the floor, again, is a table with alternating colors. And then I had to copy it, create a paste as image so that I could distort it. But everything on this page, there is nothing that I did not do in ZoomNotes. So everything was done in ZoomNotes. Try doing that in any other package that calls itself a note taker. Okay. So let me go back up. I think that's all I wanted to show you for this video. Yeah, that's it. So, like I said, I love drawing in ZoomNotes. Like when I take notes, when I'm doing my Bible study and I'm taking notes, I'm drawing something using ZoomNotes pens, pencils, colors, symbols. I use tons of different ZoomNotes things to create what I need for myself. So anyway, that's all. Try not to compare ZoomNotes to anything else around me because I'll just laugh in your face. All right? Y'all have a good day here.